So right around the time that I was going through my little spiritual hazing, that's what I like to call it. um, around that time when you're going through that real spiritual warfare, everything is getting cut off, you're losing stuff. You know what I'm talking about. It was like right around that time, my so called best friend had invited me over to her house so that I could take a bath. Because I can't remember if I had lost my house around that time or if my water was just cut off. But I just remember she was just like, and I didn't want to use my mom's bathroom for reasons that I won't mention in this podcast here. But she was like, friend, you can come over here and use and take a bath in my house. You can use my bathroom. And, this had been my best friend, I know, for a good 17 years, 16, 17 years. And I might get to the backstory in this podcast, but I might not, as to why she should not have been my best friend. But anywho, she was like, you can come over here and use the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, this is my bestie. She's being a best friend. So I think it was around the 4th of July. She was having a barbecue, a little friends giving type of thing. Everybody was going to bring their kids, but I didn't bring my kids. I don't know. For some strange odd reason, I just never really did bring my kids around. And, just looking back and taking the memory walk of our friendship, she would always say little sly ass shit like, you don't even have your kids. Just jealous because I could still go and do as I please because I had plenty of help with mine. But anywho, my kids weren't there, but all the other so-called friends, because wasn't nobody really friends in the whole friend group. All the other little so-called friends came over and they bought their kids or whatever, but they weren't there at this particular time. I had finished taking my bath and I had got cute because it's a barbecue. Everybody's coming over, and this girl so got dang on boy crazy. You just never know when it's gonna be some dudes around anyway. But I didn't care if I wasn't trying to get with nobody. I was still crazy over my ex-husband at the time. But I was going to get cute. I needed to get cute. I was depressed. My business was failing. My water and utilities and things were getting cut off. My bank account was looking funny as hell. But one thing about it, though, is something about getting cute that will make you feel so much better. But I didn't get like super like runway cute. It really was a rainbow outfit. And I had did my hair in those little crochet jumbo twists, some lashes and lip gloss type cute, little biker shorts and flip flops type cute. It wasn't even that serious. I think, I'm always, downplaying. I probably was fine as fuck, really, to be honest. But anywho, nobody was there but me and her. And I think maybe her kids may have been there, but we leave the kids out of it. We leave the children out of it. We're going to leave the kids out of it. They may have been there. I don't know. But it was no adults in the house except for me and her at the time that this took place, when I realized that this bitch really hates me. It was so many things that happened before that day that I should have realized it, but this particular day. And when you're going through that real deal spiritual hazing type of warfare, what the hell? That real deal warfare, your discernment goes up, your spiritual eyes and ears, they just open up, and God will start revealing to you. So I stepped out of the bathroom after I had, freshened up. I had taken a bath. I soaked in some hot water. I know everybody likes taking showers, but for me, it's just something about soaking in a tub full of hot water, especially after you've had to, shower at different people's homes for whatever reason. I don't judge anybody. Going through that has made it to where I don't judge anybody. Be resourceful. Get it. Don't hurt others, but get it how you live. Anywho. So I had soaked in the tub. I was feeling good. I had lotioned my body down. I had did my hair. I put my face together, put my clothes on. I'm feeling better. I stepped out of the bathroom and she lifted up her face. She was looking at her phone and she lifted up her face. And she made the most mean girl type of snarl. And it was like a split second. I don't even think she realized she did it. I don't even think she realized she did it. That's how quick it was. but I caught it though. And I just remember it was I'm talking about, we caught eyes. Like, I don't know if she realized she did it, but it was actual eye contact. And the way she lifted up that lip, y'all see the pictures on the screen? The way she lifted up that lip and the look in her eyes was just like, this bitch. But before, when I showed up, you know what I'm saying? I was probably a little, tart and depressed and down and out. It was, hey friend, and all of this and that. She was, everything was lovey-dovey friend, like. But when she looked up from that phone and lifted up that lip and that look of hatred came across her eyeballs, I knew right then and there, like, this bitch really hate me. She really hates me. And I feel like I didn't say anything. And I always wondered, I didn't fool with her no more after that day either. I didn't fool with her no more after that, but I did stay for the barbecue, probably because I was hungry, free food. And I think I did stop by and get something, probably some baked beans or something. I don't know. I contributed though. So I stayed for the whole little 4th of July shindig. They had the kids out there popping their fireworks and, the whole 4th of July celebration foolishness. And, I did stay, but I did not fool with her no more after that. It may have been a few little phone calls, maybe a text message here or there, but after that, it was no more. And I always wondered ever since that day, why didn't I say anything? Why did I stay? And I'm just not realizing, since I'm actually talking about it and getting it out, it was because that shit kind of hurt my feelings, just I like to think of myself as, just a little gangster, it's a little, I be thinking but really in all actuality, I'm really a softie when it comes to the people that I love, you know what I'm saying? The people that I really fool with. And that really hurt I could not believe she looked at me the way that she look at all the girls that she be in competition with over these nothing ass niggas around. Well, not around here, because I don't live in that state no more. But you know what I mean? Like, she looked at me like I was competition. She looked like it was of pure hatred and for no reason at all. We weren't into it. We hadn't exchanged words. Now, every now and again, she would like not call me for like maybe 2 or 3 days. And she would be like, I just needed a break. You think you know everything, saying, as I went down the memory walk of the friendship, little stuff like that. Every time we talk, you just think you know everything and all this and that. And I just needed a break. And I should have cut her ass off then. But I didn't, at the time, I just think like, well, shit, I do know everything. I understand why you would need a break. I don't know if that's how I was thinking or if I just didn't care because I was running a business and, I had my husband and I had other things going on. Like, I really didn't. As a matter of fact, she is he's my ex-husband now. She is the one that introduced me to this man. And this might be a little bit off topic, but maybe like a week or 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, because me and him did go kind of fast. And I was posting him, but I always, I'm a content creator. I posted everything. I was always posting stuff, and me and him did get close kind of quick. And so, yes, I was posting him too. And I noticed one day that I didn't see her post. I wasn't seeing her post. And she was like, when I asked her about it, she said, I had to block you because you was just posting Steve way too much. And I don't know who you trying to prove to. Are you trying to prove to us or to yourself? And, I felt some kind of way, but I just let it go. I didn't think anything of it at the time. I was so asleep. Oh, my God. I was so asleep because I should have cut her ass off right then and there. And I'm not trying to be mean or trying to belittle her. And nothing. She's just unhealed, full of trauma and need to do some shadow work. And need to do some, I try not to take these little memory walks and get upset. The mind is a powerful thing. So I don't want to think ill of anybody. I don't want to have resentment towards anybody because resentment can cause you to throw the evil eye at people. And I'm not trying to do any of those things. So, but it was plenty of times that I should have cut her off because how dare you block me because I'm posting this man that you introduced me to. Anywho, y'all, that was just the first time. Is the day that I came out of that bathroom and she lifted her head up and made that face at me. Real quick, it was a split second. She probably don't even think she or know that she did it. It was split, but I caught it. I caught it. And that was the first time that I realized that my so-called best friend actually hated me. And it may have been a subconscious hate. She probably don't even realize that she hate me. But, we all are full of trauma and need to heal. Did I go around being mean to people like that, hurting folks, shitting on people that I love? No. Now, if somebody did something to me, I'm a Scorpio, baby. What Cardi say? If you beefing with me, you gonna beef with me forever. That's how I used to think. Now, if somebody did, in any beef that I had, it was always somebody else popped it off. They did whatever to me first, or they did something to somebody that I love. I never went around running to no fights, but I wasn't finna run away from no fight either. I wasn't running from now either now. But yeah, just once you realize that a person really does not like you, get them away from you. Envy is something that it can really go far. It can really go far. And I am just thankful and grateful that God actually covered me, because I realized that I was around a lot of people that really hated me. Like, they really did not like me. And I'm just so grateful and thankful to even be here today to even do this video, because envy and hatred, jealousy, that can turn into something so ugly. People have hit the dirt behind it, and it's not even that serious. It is never that serious. But if you catch something like that, like what you saw on the screen, you catch it, or you just realize that somebody really don't like, get them up out of your life. Get as far away from them as you possibly can. And until next time, peace.